Sometimes the ones who quietly protect us every day are the same ones carrying a loneliness no one ever sees. Every morning outside a small school, there was a stray dog who helped children cross a dangerous road. He barked at cars, chased them until they stopped, and only then would the children safely cross. Everyone knew him. Everyone smiled when they saw him. But one morning, the dog was gone. And when people discovered where he was, they realized something heartbreaking. In a quiet town, there was a small public school that came alive every morning. Children laughing, parents dropping them off, street vendors setting up their carts, and cars rushing down the narrow road in front of the school. The street was always busy, too busy for children to cross safely on their own. But in the middle of all that noise and movement, there was always one familiar sight. An old homeless man sitting on the sidewalk, next to a small shack made of scrap wood, cardboard, and rusted metal sheets. His name was Old Walter. Most people in town knew him. He survived by collecting bottles and cans. Sometimes people gave him coins. Sometimes a little food. He never asked for much. He simply sat quietly near the road, watching the world pass by. But he was never truly alone. Beside him was a dog, a thin, dusty brown dog with bright, watchful eyes. Walter called him Buddy. After a while, people in the neighborhood began to notice something strange about Buddy. Whenever a child approached the road to cross, the dog would suddenly stand up. He would bark loudly at the approaching cars. Then he would run toward them, chasing the vehicles until the driver slowed down or stopped. Only then would the children safely cross the street. It happened again, and again, and again. Day after day, morning and afternoon, rain or shine, school day or weekend. If Buddy saw someone trying to cross the road, he would protect them, like a little traffic guard. No one trained him. No one taught him, but he did it every single day. Soon, the students began to recognize him. "Look, it's Buddy." The kids would shout every morning. Some gave him pieces of bread. Some patted his head before going into school. Teachers noticed him too. Drivers even slowed down when they saw the dog standing near the road. Buddy became something of a local hero. But when the crossing was done, he would always return to the same place. Back to the little shack. Back to the side of Old Walter. And there, he would quietly lie beside the old man. Life wasn't easy for the two of them. Sometimes they shared a single piece of bread. Sometimes they went to sleep hungry. But there was something between them that no one could buy. Loyalty. Friendship. Every night, when the street became quiet, a few neighbors would sometimes hear Walter talking softly. "Buddy, you're the only one I've got." The dog would simply sit beside him, listening, as if he understood every word. One morning, something felt different. Walter was lying outside the shack. Buddy was sitting beside him, very still, very quiet. At first, people thought the old man was simply sleeping. But when someone finally checked, they discovered the truth. Walter had passed away in his sleep. He never woke up again. The first one to cry was the dog. Buddy sat beside his owner's body, refusing to move, refusing to leave. 4 hours after Walter was buried, life in the town slowly returned to normal. But Buddy remained. Right there in front of the school, right beside the old shack. And despite everything, he returned to his daily routine. Every morning, helping children cross the street. Just like before, as if nothing had changed. During the day, people smiled when they saw him. "That dog is amazing. He's so smart. He's like a hero." But there was something no one noticed. Something hidden in the quiet hours of the night, when the street was empty, when the children were gone, when the cars stopped passing by. You could sometimes hear a soft cry. Buddy, sitting beside the old shack, whimpering, as if he was still searching for Walter. Months went by. Buddy continued helping people cross the road. But slowly, something changed. He became thinner. Sometimes he coughed. Sometimes he walked with less energy. Yet whenever a child stepped toward the road, he would suddenly find the strength, barking, running, protecting them. One morning, something felt wrong. The street was quiet. Children waited at the edge of the road, but the dog wasn't there. Where's Buddy? People started asking. One of the school janitors decided to check the old shack. He slowly looked inside, and what he saw broke his heart. Buddy was lying on the floor, still, silent. The dog who protected the children every day had passed away, alone, in the same place where he once slept beside his owner. That morning, the entire school felt different. The dog who had saved so many children, the dog who had made everyone smile, was the one who needed love the most. And yet, no one ever took him home. No one ever gave him a real place to belong. Not until it was too late. Sometimes the ones who quietly protect and help everyone around them are the ones who needed love the most. If everyone loved the dog who protected their children, why did no one ever give him a home?